Not everything is entirely true about what was said about me and Arthur, but I do agree that Arthur should not be in the space of a dog park anymore. What happened in the Idyllwild dog park did rock me to my core. I've seen Arthur do some escalating bar fights in the Palm Springs dog park, and he's been there and has enough friends and been there for and logged enough time there that I didn't think that anything up till this point was anything to be concerned about. What I saw from him when Duke came up to me was not nice of him, but I don't know that he is a bad dog. I did have a problem saying that he was a nice dog afterwards, but I can see how I was fooling myself, and I can also see how I would have justified the situation up to that point. When he went after the other dog, I did not expect that, and I thought that I had instructed him well enough up to that point. I've had animals of my own for 20 years. This is the first puppy that I've ever raised. I've always had senior dogs, and then I had a kitten. After 20 years, and it's also documented in my why, I'll put the playlist up here, but I think I've come to the realization that I have a high aptitude for compassion and loving the animals and connecting with them, but not for raising. Because I don't think that I have the skills to raise a puppy the right way, which I do put that on myself of what happened. I adopted Arthur thinking that I was going to have an establishment and a routine that he can be raised under structure. That didn't happen. I don't know enough to actually take care of him. Time was ticking in Palm Springs because of the heat. We decided to come up here. I've been over my head, and I know I've been over my head for some time now, but I didn't think that the dog park was a bad place for him until that moment. And it's also changed my point of view on having animals in my own personal charge. I'm going to be doing everything that I can to get Arthur adopted, and this also raises the urgency as well. The plan for Arthur, get him into the right sanctuary. We're going 100% at trying living free. I've got to get Arthur out of this Palm Springs heat and up into the mountains near Idyllwild where he can prosper. I came here to Idyllwild to help animals and help rescues. Anything that needs a home with 4 legs that can't speak for itself, I want to be able to help it get a new home. All life matters to me. That's what my life ambition is. So I made a video about who I am and what my intent is in Idyllwild. So here, check this out. I need a close, small, safe piece of land that I can keep Arthur at while I build and storage for my inventory. I plan to build rapport from inside out, starting with ARF, Living Free, the mountain rescues, and then move on to Palm Springs and then Joshua Tree. I will dedicate my off hours, resources, and skills to volunteering for ARF in whatever they need. I've worked for rescues like California Paws Rescue in Palm Desert, Florida Keys, SPCA, the Cat's Meow in Washington State. I've acquired basic skills for animal rescue, specifically like group fitness training, where I can advertise a month in advance before I get there and affect 10 people per se in a group, whereas I only break down and set up for 1 hour. So I've affected 10 hours of change for 1 hour of my service in the animal shelter, and I can advertise the message ahead of time before I actually get there. A base level video editing, as you can see, advertise of merchandise and awareness in video format anywhere. I can do sound and video for adoption events. I can be ready for transport in this thing in 10 minutes. And I've got an entire solar kit that I have no idea what to do with yet. I've gone to the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally 8 years consecutively now, trying to figure out how I can fundraise and bring awareness for rescues. I got to know Rachel, Nevada. It's the closest town next to Area 51. It's a great tourist town. It had a festival called Alien Stock in 2019 that I got to help out with. They said I could have creative licensing in the town if it's for the purpose of fundraising and awareness for rescue animals. I plan on Rachel and Sturgis to be the fundraising events that will give me the land plot in central Nevada for the rescue I'm looking for. And once that's accomplished, then it's up to eastern Wyoming, where I can complete that V from here to Sturgis, South Dakota, over to Washington State, and then back down here, and then everywhere in between and on the outskirts for an efficient pipeline for rescue, for transport, for whatever the case is that takes care of these kids the best way possible. The mission? Shareable content on who the animal is increases the possible right forever homes. Haven't found the right adopt for you? Research the content before you make the trip. Increase the statistical possibility of a forever home. Expel anxiety and create a stronger family unit. Let me talk about you. All right, let's get something to eat, dude. I'm hungry like a mesa dude.